The dawn of humanity in Nigeria, early Stone Age societies. 9000 BCE, ancient Nigeria saw its earliest settlers around 9000 BC. These nomadic groups adapted to Nigeria's diverse environment by hunting, gathering, and learning the rhythms of seasonal migration. With minimal tools, they relied on knowledge of flora and fauna to survive, developing a deep bond with the land that shaped their early lifestyle. Archaeological findings of early stone tools reveal their practical ingenuity, marking the foundations of Nigerian civilization. The Stone Tool Revolution, mastery of survival tools. By 8000 BCE, early Nigerians were refining their tool-making techniques. These tools served as a lifeline, allowing them to hunt more efficiently, process food, and create shelters. From scrapers to axes, these crafted implements were simple but effective, showing an early understanding of material properties. These innovations marked a shift from mere survival to crafting a life shaped by skill and adaptation. Settling by water, the first riverine communities. Ancient Nigerians began settling near water sources like the Niger and Benue rivers around 7000 BC. Rivers provided fish, drinking water, and fertile land, supporting a settled lifestyle. These riverine communities developed fishing techniques, possibly crafting simple boats or rafts, and laid the foundation for future Nigerian societies by prioritizing settlement stability over nomadic movement. The beginnings of agriculture, experimenting with cultivation. 6000 BCE, with stability near rivers, communities began experimenting with early agriculture around 6000 BC. They likely planted wild grains, learning to cultivate the land gradually. This experimentation allowed them to settle in one place longer, leading to the early domestication of plants and a shift from hunting and gathering to farming. This agricultural foundation marked the start of settled civilizations in Nigeria. Domestication of animals, partnering with nature. Following agriculture, animal domestication became essential for early Nigerian societies. Communities began taming animals like goats and chickens, integrating them into daily life. These animals provided food, labor, and even companionship, symbolizing the early Nigerians' developing connection with the land. Domestication transformed community life, making sustenance more reliable and reinforcing a settled lifestyle. First artistic expressions, rock art and symbolism. Ancient Nigerians expressed their thoughts and beliefs through rock art, particularly at sites like Burning Kudu. These engravings depicted animals, hunting scenes, and perhaps religious symbols. Rock art served as a communication medium, allowing early Nigerians to document events, celebrate spiritual beliefs, and pass down knowledge, making it one of the earliest forms of Nigerian cultural heritage. Climate adaptation and seasonal migration. Nigeria's diverse climates prompted early societies to adapt and, at times, migrate. Communities living in areas prone to seasonal drought or flooding learned to move strategically, returning to favorable locations when conditions allowed. This adaptability strengthened their resilience and shaped a mobile yet interconnected culture, preparing these societies for environmental challenges. Early social structures, the role of family and kinship. As Nigerian societies grew, kinship bonds became essential to social organization. Family units formed the basic social structure, with responsibilities shared among members. These early communities operated under a collective ethos, with each member playing a role in survival and community well-being. This kinship-based structure was a precursor to more complex social hierarchies in later civilizations. Transition from stone to metal, the advent of metalworking. 1500 BCE. Around 1500 BCE, Nigerian communities began using metal, marking the end of the Stone Age. Metalworking revolutionized life, as stronger tools improved agriculture, hunting, and even warfare. The earliest signs of this technology emerged in Nok culture, where iron and copper tools enabled these societies to advance beyond basic survival into a new era of craftsmanship and societal growth. The rise of Nok culture, art, technology, and organization. Nok culture, emerging around 1000 BCE, is one of Nigeria's earliest known civilizations. Nok people created remarkable terracotta figures, which showcased advanced artistry and suggested a developed social and religious life. The sophistication of their metalworking and pottery skills indicates a structured society with specialized roles, marking a cultural evolution that influenced future civilizations in Nigeria. Nok terracotta, symbols of belief and identity. Nok terracotta figures are some of Africa's oldest surviving artworks. These sculptures, often of human figures with elaborate features, were possibly used in rituals or as symbols of spiritual beliefs. The craftsmanship reveals a strong sense of identity and artistry within Nok society, hinting at cultural values that celebrated both the human form and metaphysical beliefs. Ironworking in Nok culture, the blacksmith's legacy. Ironworking in Nok society was a specialized skill likely reserved for blacksmiths. Iron tools allowed the Nok to farm and hunt more effectively, which supported population growth and urban development. The blacksmiths held an esteemed place in society, embodying the transformative power of technology that would propel Nigerian civilization forward. Early trade routes, connections beyond Nigeria's borders, Nok society and other Nigerian communities began participating in regional trade networks, exchanging goods such as pottery, iron, and possibly agricultural products. These trade routes connected Nigerian societies to neighboring regions, spreading ideas, technology, and cultural practices. Trade laid the foundation for Nigeria's economic and cultural connections with the wider West African region. Spiritual beliefs and ritual practices in Nok society. Nok society likely held spiritual beliefs rooted in ancestor worship, animism, or nature reverence. Rituals may have involved terracotta sculptures, as archaeologists suggest they were used in religious practices. This spiritual framework helped unify communities, offering comfort and guidance, and later influenced religious systems in future Nigerian kingdoms, agricultural expansion and the formation of early villages. Agriculture in ancient Nigeria expanded as knowledge of crop cultivation and irrigation grew. Villages began forming around fertile land, and farming families worked collectively to grow crops like yams, grains, and vegetables. This transition to a settled, agrarian lifestyle created stable food sources, encouraged population growth, and paved the way for the development of the first Nigerian villages.